Good afternoon, fellow Liberians. My name is John Vawar. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a longtime member of the Liberian community here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I'm here with my good friend and brother, Mr. Jopesh Chea, just enjoying and digging his beard. You know, he said he trimmed the beard a little bit. You know, but just excited about the upcoming elections. This is elections season here in the DFW Metroplex. This is the time when we elect new leadership for the Liberian Community Association. And my purpose here is twofold. Number one, I want to talk about leadership. And number two, I want to tell you about the kind of leadership that we need as a community. It was John Maxwell who said, everything rises and falls on leadership. You and I know very well, if there's ever being a gap in our community more than ever before, that gap is a leadership gap. And if we need anything than we've ever needed before, is good, strong, innovative, creative, and progressive leadership. And I really believe that in Mr. Chea, Jopesh Chea, and his team, we've already found that leadership. All we need from you is to help us make this a reality. But I'd like to introduce at this time Mr. Jopesh Chea and just let him just share his heart with us and talk about what he brings to the table and what he's looking to do for our community when he becomes president of LCA.
Now you're talking. Thank you very much, Vawar.
Bless you. It's a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
I don't take it lightly. I
Okay.
really appreciate you giving me this platform, taking up your time to actually be here. As you know, the last 2 years, our community has been so dominant and has been just steady at one point.
Yeah.
Not moving anywhere, and that's a bad thing for a community. And that's first off. We have regroup. We are back, and today I want to say to our people, family, friends of the DFW area that I, Joseph Chea, is running to be your next president, and I hope you will come out, vote for me. The elections date is this Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And one of the polling stations is going to be in Euless. The address is down below. The second polling station is going to be in Dallas, Plano Road. The address is also down below.
And you mentioned, if I may interrupt, Joseph, that it is this Saturday, August 31st.
That is correct. This Saturday,
so this
August
Saturday,
31st.
August 31st.
And I'm running with a like-minded man named Stephen Keller. He has a program on Facebook called Liberia Shirals. He talks a lot about Liberia being to a higher height, our community growing and progressing. And these are the things that you really want. These are the people that you want to come on board, positive people.
Stephen is
so
Mr.
correct.
Keller is
Mr.
very
Keller.
progressive.
Very much.
Very
So I urge you to follow him.
Yeah,
but some of the important things that I bring here tonight is to actually bring to you some of what we have been cautious to carry on, to bring on board. So we have been having a lot of town hall meetings, a lot of community outreach, and so we have been giving informations and have been asked to add to our platform. Because always one thing is that we've always brought platform to our people, but we never asked them, what is it that you want us to do, or what we can do to make you a part of whatever we are doing.
That's very
and
important.
So this time we took our outreach, we went and took those community little meetings in all of those different pockets that we went to, and we asked the people, what is it that you want us to do that will make you a part of this organization? And they are giving us a lot of different things. And so we came out to draw a partial platform, because we got a meeting in Dallas, And so we had a meeting in Dallas, last Sunday.
Okay.
And so we asked the folks in Dallas, what is it that you want us to do that will make you a part of this community, and they pour out their hearts to us. And so we're able to come up with a platform now has been completed.
Good.
And so we have a complete platform. So what we are bringing to the table that we believe will include every Liberian within Dallas County, Tarrant County, and all other surrounding areas. Well, the first thing is unity. And as you know, Mr. Vawar, as long as you have unity, everything else falls in place. Okay,
Yeah.
so we bring in accountability and transparency.
Good.
And
Good.
once
That's
the
needed.
people can see what you are doing, what they have entrusted,
Yeah.
then they have that confidence that, they have that trust.
Yeah.
That's one of the main things, trust. And so another thing we bring to the table is the multi-purpose facility. As you know, we have young, middle class, or middle age, and the older people. So we need a facility that can accommodate all of these things,
Excellent.
not just one people. So we're going to be pushing towards that. Another thing we bring to the table is social services. As you know, 29 Liberians were deported. Okay.
Tragic.
Now we are still investigating.
Tragic,
Our
yeah.
team, we are still working on the numbers that came from Texas and all of that has not been verified,
Okay.
and so we don't want to speculate on that. But we're still working on that. Now, from what we have gathered is that some of these people were sent back for minor crimes,
Wow.
minor things that happened only because they had no one to stand up for them. And so these are some of the things that we're looking to work towards. These are some of the things that we are looking to work along with other family members that do not have the technical know-how, that do not have the ways and means to have these things resolved.
And,
Okay?
and if I may interrupt you, Mr. Chair, one of the things you mentioned is a community center, a multi-purpose community center that can house different programs and different things for our community. And I think more than ever before, we're in a position, as a community where we can actually make that happen. All right. So I think about what would be some of the things you think will be offered in that center.
Well, there's a
Will
lot.
be- yeah.
We have a lot of single parents. We want to have after-school program,
Good.
daycare. We're looking to have computer literacy program.
Okay.
Where we can bring seminars and other things within that.
Great.
So we can even have a space to where we can lease out, so that building is able to pay for itself. So we are working all of those modalities to make sure that we are a credible institution. You see, we want to build an institution, not just some kind of, it's a family gathering, We want an institution, we want the wheel to spin.
Where people can take us seriously.
Correctly,
That's
seriously.
very important.
And another thing
That's very
that I
important.
wanted to jump in real quick, I know the time, is decentralization.
Yeah.
As the war evolved, there's a lot of technical know-how. There's a lot of technologies out there. So why would you demand people to show up at meeting every day when they can do the same in the confines of their homes, their living rooms?
Yeah.
We can do
There are a lot of
teleconferences.
mediums.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of
Facebook,
platforms that we can. So we want to come to people instead of demanding them to come to us.
Yeah.
So we want to make this a shared leadership. We want everybody to be a part. We want everybody to see the need of being a part.
Good.
And contribute. But not only contributing, but seeing what you have contributed.
To have a vested interest.
Exactly.
And to have skin in the game.
Exactly. And that's why
Great.
we are asking everyone
Great.
to vote Jopesh Chea and Stephen Keller for a change.
Yeah.
A change within our community. We need you on board. Please come out and vote for us.
So I have one last question for you, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Chair. Are you reopening Solo Pepe?
Well, I'm not so sure about Solo Pepe,
Yeah.
but we can open something a little bigger and a
Yeah,
little better.
a little better, more
There's-
multi-purpose.
Exactly.
So
And
our
so we
Solo
can do
Pepe-
our little Solo Pepe in there
Solo
as
Pepe
well.
not coming by.
Solo Pepe
Yeah,
it will be big. We'll make Solo Pepe great. And so,
Those-
exactly. And we also want to not forget about our Dallas folks.
Yeah.
We want them to actually be a part of it. And that's
Yeah.
why we have reached out to them, and that's why we are reaching out to other people.
Well, it's been great talking to you, Mr. Chair, and
Thank
I'd
you
just
so
like to
much.
encourage you, those of you who are viewing, please come out on the 31st. There are 2 polling stations. One is in the Mid-Cities area at New Life Church, and the address is down on the bottom, as well as in Dallas
Yes, sir.
on Plano Road, and the address can be found on the bottom as well. Come out and vote. If you've never voted before, if you're new to the community, it's only $10. $5 to
For the
register
members- yes, sir.
for membership, and then $5 to
For the
vote.
first month.
if you voted before and you're a member of the community, if you're current on your dues,
You could.
you're good. You
Yeah.
can just vote.
Yes.
But if you're not current on your dues,
You have to pay
you
$60.
pay $60 and you can vote. So please come out and let's join the Coalition for
Yes, sir.
Change.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jopesh Chea
Change.
and Stephen Keller and a dynamic team.
Yes,
we
sir.
don't have enough time for me to tell you about all the members that
Yes,
are on
sir.
the team.
We're coming in with a full team.
Yeah,
We're coming on board with a
full,
full team.
complete team. that can-
Treasurer, chaplains, a lot of that. We're coming in with a full team. Yes,
Because
sir.
that way you can spread
Yes, sir.
the division of labor, and,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's not all on you. But that's great. So we invite you to come out and just vote. And personally, I endorse Mr. Chea for
Thank
the
you, sir.
presidency of our community.
Thank you,
And
sir.
I think he
Thank you
has a
very much.
dynamic team. I think he has the vision, the innovation, the leadership, and all that great stuff. So please come out, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say I was born to win.